What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simple Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football, man. Week 3 is here. Our Washington Commanders take on the Oakland, well, not Oakland no more, the Las Vegas Raiders, Sunday, 1 p.m. at Northwest Stadium, man. Let's talk about it. All right, everybody, man. So, look, before we get started with everything, man, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, man. We still trying to hit 800, and also, man, click that bell so that you guys can be notified when your boy Simba drops a new video, man. So y'all can stay tuned in. All right, man. Oakland Raiders. I don't know if a lot of y'all watched the game Monday night against they played their division rivals against the Chargers. We knew that was going to be a good one to watch. The Oakland Raiders has a very, very underrated defense. They also are rocking with Geno Smith and their new running back rookie out of Boise State, Genty, and then a complimentary of receivers and my former tight end for the Georgia Bulldogs and Brock Bowers, who is currently banged up, but he did play, had a couple of catches. And my thoughts going into this game, man, is that whatever the fuck we did last week against the Green Bay Packers, leave that shit at last week. That shit is over with. We got to focus on beating the Oakland Raiders. I mean, I keep saying Oakland Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. They will forever be Oakland Raiders to me. But again, I'll adapt as I go on with this video and call them the Las Vegas Raiders, or I'm gonna call them the Raiders. But yes, we got the Raiders, man. They got a good mob over there. I don't think they can be taken lightly. I don't think that this would be a belt to ass. It'll be a shock if it's a belt to ass. Strictly, how we played last week. I don't think we play that way this week. I think Cliff Kingsbury, Joe Witt, Dan Quinn is, locked into figuring out how to, be adaptive during in-game play calling for both sides of the football, because we didn't see it last week. We didn't see us be able to adapt to the, aggressive pass rush that the Green Bay Packers was providing. And then from a defensive perspective, we could not figure out ways to get Jordan Love off of his marker and get out of sync with his tight ends mostly and his receivers. So hopefully Joe Witt and Cliff has been, at the whiteboard, drawing up some plays and finding ways to get guys more to get a good pass rush. And hopefully we can see some more blitzes, man. We don't normally see that from a Joe Witt defense. For some reason, he trusts overly. I think he trusts overly in his pass rush by committee. But we seen that we just could not get to Jordan Love until we blitzed. Until we blitzed, I think it was maybe one time we only sent 4 and we got a sack on Jordan Love. But pressure, it disrupts quarterbacks, man. And that's for every quarterback. It's not no one quarterback who can just stand tall and not be disrupted, when a pass rush is aggressive or, pressure is being brought. And I think Joe Witt knows that. Now, if he can, apply that on a week-to-week basis or the end game, being able to adapt and seeing that, hey, when I send forward, we ain't getting no pressure. So it's time to start blitzing, sending cornerbacks, sending safeties, linebackers. I know a lot of people been asking about where the hell is Frankie Louvu. I'm trying to figure that out too, because the boy definitely has not been getting. He hasn't been making those same type of plays that he made last year for us. But it's still early on in the season. I still do think that he can provide that type of pass rush for us. We just got to find ways to get him to the quarterback, man. That's just my thoughts on that. So I normally start off with the offense, my takeaways, but I'm gonna start off with the defense. And as you guys kind of heard me allude to, man, Marshawn Lattimore, who if he had to admit to it, had a bad game. Did he have some calls go against him? Yes, that he would like to see be called the other way. But still, man, like he said in his presser when he spoke to the news people in the locker room, that there was some penalties that he did have, but there was some penalties called that wasn't called, like that push off that Heath had on the sideline. I think he could have, I think that call could have went his way if you go back and replay it. Also, they did something that he hasn't, that they wasn't anticipating for, right? Motioning a lot of receivers to allow the DBs not to be handsy or to, not allowing them to play as much press coverage as he would wanted to. But even watching the game, bro, he had some press moments where he got beat. It is what it is. Do I still think that he can be the old Marshawn Lattimore in New Orleans? I'm going to be honest with you. No, I don't. Because he's not that same athletically. He's not, he still is a quick guy, but again, he's had injuries. He's not the same guy. You're never going to be the same guy once you start having injuries, man. It's hard to fight back and be who you once was. And I'm not saying injuries is what has slowed up the type of player he is, but I just don't see him being the same Marshawn. We cannot look at him and think that we're getting that same Marshawn, but can we still get high level play from him? I do think so. And I think we should see some of that this week against the Oakland Raiders, who I only know of one receiver over there. They got some guys over there. Dante Thornton Jr. Out of Tennessee, been playing some good football. But I do think that we see a better defense, man. I do hope that Joe Witt is talking to the DB room, man, and they're doing a better job communicating. I don't understand. If a guy's motioning, man, just pass him off. If there's another DB on that same side, just pass him all, man. Let him take the outside route, and you pick up everything on the inside, man. I think that makes better football, and we saw it that one time where Mike Sandersteele signaled to Marshawn Lattimore, stay inside, pick up Golden, and I'll take Wicks. We saw it. So it's not like they don't know how to do it. I just think that it was badly communicated throughout the game. I think that you probably see a lot of that from the Oakland Raiders, man. Team scout and see how they can pick apart your defense and how bad we look with motion plays and the tight ends and all that. I wouldn't be surprised if you see more motion plays out of the tight ends and the receivers for the Oakland Raiders. Damn, there you go again, Oakland Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. So I do also, think that we should see some more blitzes, sending some more guys, linebackers, but we should not see Bobby Wagner in pass coverage whatsoever. I do not want to see this guy in pass coverage. He's just not that pass coverage linebacker that he used to be, with the Seahawks. He's more of a run fit kind of guy, and he's going to make tackles. But that coverage thing, I don't think that's him no more. Will Harris definitely need to have a bounce back game. Trey Amos, you going up against Genty this week, my guy. You've been on highlights for the last 2 weeks, Slim. Hopefully the shoulder is good, and you are able to play, and you are able to bounce back and have a good game. I did like your game from a pass coverage perspective. You showed up, especially on the back end, on that pass to, I think it was to Reed or Dials, one of those guys, and you broke in and broke it up. And then you had another one across the deep middle that you broke up as well. Quan Martin, the whole defense needs to play better on all facets, all phases of the game. Coaching, defense, offense, special teams got to be better. I don't understand, as you guys see, that there is not another kicker that we brought in to have compete with Matt Gay. I just don't see it. We had a guy in K. York who had a big leg, and week 1 he missed 2 field goals, and we cut him. Matt Gay went 1 for 3, and he's still on the team. I don't understand what they see in Matt Gay. I don't know what type of news or what type of dirt he got on AP and company and the Washington team, but I don't think Slim should be on our team no more. But we rocking with Matt Gay, so I got to trust and believe that he can get it together, man. But you cannot get over, you cannot be playing good teams and get in on the opposite side of the 50-yard line and not come up with points. Whether it be touchdown or a field goal, bro, we got to get points. And when we playing against good teams, and I have been humbled enough from last week to know that we can't take any team for granted, bro. We did not prove against the Packers that we can leave points on the board. We did not prove that. So hopefully that Matt Gay can lock in and he can be, more productive when we kick field goals, or we're going to have to adapt and get back into that going for it on 4th down. That's just what it is. But let's move over to the offense. And I put up the depth chart because it looked like they did some reorganizing on the depth chart. We still see some guys. Josh Connolly is still our right tackle, as we know. But the big one and the really one I wanted to pull out and show to everybody that our 7th round pick, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, Lil Bill, is our number 1 running back going into next week. They brought C-Rod up from the practice squad, and he's now our 3rd running back. Who else we got there? And then on defense, we got Javante Baptiste, who is now looking like the starting DN since we lost Dietrich Wise. Again, prayers to Dietrich Wise and Austin Eckler, man. Hopefully these guys have a speedy recovery, and we can see these guys next season, man. But shout out to them, man. Them guys are on season ending. Their season has been ended pretty much. So other than that, our defense and offense is still the same. We took a lot of bumps and bruises. John Bates is looking like he may not be a goal for Sunday, so we're going to be seeing a lot of out of 82 and 80 Carlson Yankov. This is a time for Ben to step up, man. We haven't seen a lot from him in the last 2 seasons. He's been in certain packages throughout the last year and this year. But now, he's going to have to come in and be that run blocking tight end that we need, because Zach Ertz doesn't seem to want to run block no more. We strictly use him for passing, catching passes only. So offense, moving to the offense, man, what I expect to see, I just expect to see a different run game, man. I want to see some different formations called. It seems like we run a lot of plays out of shotgun and pistol. We rarely see Jayden Daniels, even if we see Jayden Daniels. So let's start off there. Yes, Jayden Daniels is Dan Quinn spoke to the team, to the news today, to the reporters today, and kind of alluded that Jayden Daniels wouldn't be practiced today, and that they'll reevaluate him. But he also had a good rehab session today, and he threw the ball a little bit inside. But they'll reevaluate and reassess everything on Friday. So we probably won't get another update. And so for the meantime, we will be seeing our backup QB Marcus Mariota taking a lot of the first team snaps. And I think that's kind of good, as we allow Jayden to, heal back up off the knee injury, is that we allow Marcus Mariota to get prepared. Get prepared if he has to, if he gets the green light to go and we sit Jayden Daniels. My thoughts on it is, if JD is not able to be himself, and we know himself, like if he cannot escape out of the pocket and he's not able to get behind his throws with, that plant and getting that push off to get those throws and zone coverages and for man coverages, if he cannot get the ball off how he normally does, and he's, showing signs of limitations because of the knee injury, don't play him. Don't play him. We can rock with Marcus Mariota for a game or two, and we can still be in good shape. We got 2 AFC teams that we about to play against. We got the Raiders this Sunday, and then we fly to LA to play against the Chargers. And that should give enough time for JD to heal up and be back to 100%. If we see a Marcus Mariota, I think that he could command the offense similar to what JD did. But I want to see a different offense, man. I want to see some bunch sets. I want to see some, some under center plays where, we're running some stretch plays to build. We're running some toss plays, some pitch plays. Like, just see a different variation of our offense, man. We've only seen shotgun and pistol. That's it. We rarely see any bootlegs. And I think JD can run that type of style of offense. I really do think that even if he plays or he's healthy and he's a go, I want to see him under center, man. I want to see us run some stretch plays. Like, do we have the O-line to block for stretch? That could be the reason why we don't do it. But you got to give defenses different looks, man. We just got to, man. Even if we are in shotgun, see some bunch. And we seen some bunch formations against the Packers. But it wasn't a lot ran from it. It was just like everybody dispersing out of a bunch. Like, no, you got to have some ends, some crosses, some pick routes ran. Like, I just want to see those type of things with our offense, man. But I do want to see a successful run game, and I think we can have that against Oakland, who has a good front D line. Josh Conley is going to have another test. He's going to have another test, guys. He's going to have another test going up against Max Crosby. So hopefully he's learned a lot from the tape and the film against the Packers. Now, he does have a good get off. He does have a good get off on the ball. But he also has that length and size and speed. So it's going to be a good matchup for Josh Conley Jr. again. But I want to see us get the ball to our $30 million kid, Terry McLaurin. I want to see us get him more involved in the offense. I think we see Debo being Debo. So I don't expect us to change anything there. But that's what I expect to see, man. And then kicking. We just need Matt Gay to make kicks. Again, like I said, man, shout out to prayers up to Deatrich Wise and Austin Ekeler. Roster updates, man. We signed Tyler Cooper and Tate Martin from to the practice squad, and we placed guard Darian Dalcourt to the practice squad / injured list. What else we got? We got Preston Smith. We signed Preston Smith. We had him in for a workout yesterday, and I think we signed him today, and we saw him out on the practice field. You'll see a video in a little bit of him getting some reps. But to have Preston Smith back into Washington, we drafted this guy, and I think it was the 4th or 5th round some years ago when we was the Washington Redskins. So to see my man back in the organization and wanting to come here and play for our mob speaks volume to what we're building over here in Washington. So it's exciting to see it, man. It truly is. He's going to bring similar to what we've seen in Deatrich Wise. Same type of build, 6'5", 6'6", 2-something. He's going to be a guy that can play that outside run, contain, like keep that run contained as well as we have in the first 2 games. Like we only gave up 82 yards to Josh Jacobs, which I think is good. We did good on the run stop. We just look horrible on the pass coverage. So I think if we can get him and he can pick up the defense quickly, we could see him getting some reps Sunday against Oakland Raiders. And we can probably see him get some good pass rush. I don't know what he's been doing. I think the last stint he had was with the Packers, but it's exciting to have another guy that's similar to Deatrich that can come in and kind of give us, he's a veteran guy now, so he can give us what Wise was able to give us, I think, in my opinion. Jonathan Jones has been placed on the reserve injured list. I think he's dealing with a knee issue, so we won't see him for the next 4 weeks. Next man up, Noah Iguanagabi is our next guy. And I think we brought up a guy, Anthony Hamilton. I think we brought him up from the practice squad as well. Here's a shot of the running backs. Edmonds, we also brought up Edmonds we signed him to the practice squad as well. We see him at practice with Anthony Lynn, McNichols, Lil Bill, and C-Rod. So this is the running back room. And here's a quick little glimpse of Preston Smith, wearing number 52, getting some reps at DN. Working with Kerrigan a little bit. So hopefully we can still see some good. And here go Marcus Mariota getting some throws in. Throwing to Debo. They got the black jerseys on. Throwing to Terry. So, and here go our guy Preston Smith, man. Like I say, man, welcome back, Preston. Welcome back to Washington, D.C., man. Hopefully you can step up and get some playing time, in rotation with Martin, with Javonte, John Baptiste. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think, man. Which I expect out of this game. If I had to give a score prediction right now, the score prediction, I think it'll be if Murray. It's hard to give a score prediction because we don't know if JD is playing or Mariota. I'm gonna give 2. If Mariota's playing, I still think that we can be productive with our offense. And if he is playing, I see a 24-17 victory by us. If we got JD, I see a 28-17. I think our defense steps up against Geno. I think we bring some pressure and we can probably get our first pick this game. If it's going to be by Marshawn, I don't know who it's going to be by, but I think we get our first turnover, whether it be a fumble or interception this game. I think Geno has another game where he gives us that pill. But again, like I said, man, 24, maybe 23-17. If Mariota plays, if JD is back, if JD is a go, I see us putting up about 28-17 and a victory, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think the score going to be. Again, man, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and click that bell so y'all can be notified when your boy Simba drops a video. I'll catch y'all in the next one, baby. Post game. Raise hell. I see y'all.